Hello, this is Charles Folkart on May the 9th. I had to edit this because I said April the 9th, and then I said, well, why did you stop talking? It's May the 9th, 2017, and I welcome all of you, the subscribers, new and old, and the supporters. Very much appreciated. Hey, I'm sitting here this morning and I'm thinking, wow, look at all the problems there are in the world. And I don't even want to think about it. I just, there's no solution. People are looking in all the wrong ways and all the wrong places, and I don't even want to go there. So I'm sitting here looking outside and I'm asking, what's important? What's for me right now at this moment in my life, this moment? What's important to me? And I look outside and the hummingbirds are at the bird feeder and the robin over here is making her nest. And other birds are flying around on the bird feeder, and the Lord showed me, Charles, this is what's important. The scripture even says, consider the ravens. And in Ecclesiastes, there's a verse in chapter 7, I believe, where King Solomon says, consider the work of God. Can that which he has made crooked be made straight by man? Or who can make straight that which God hath made crooked? And I'm sitting here thinking about all this, and I wanted to show you what I'm looking at. Okay, let's go have a look at that, shall we? So I'm looking out my window, and this is the bird feeder. I have pictures of hummingbirds at the bird feeder, but it's somewhere on an external drive, and I'd have to go find it. It would take too long. But folks, it's a beautiful sight to watch the hummingbirds all working around the bird feeder, and they come back in May, early May. It has to do, one of my buddies said maybe it has to do with the longer hours of the sun or something. So the birds fly all the way down to Mexico and beyond, and they fly back up here to Montana. I've been out in the middle of the mountains in the middle of nowhere, and a hummingbird would come up and fly. Just, I could reach out and grab it if it wasn't so fast. Hummingbirds are amazing, amazing creatures. So they're outside of my window here. Now, a lot of the hummingbirds look like this, and but I can't really tell for sure because they're so small and there's a glass between us. But I'm going to have to get out there with the book. I have the Audubon book. I'm going to check this out. But a lot of the hummingbirds, they look like this. And this is the one here, if I'm not mistaken. The ruby-throated hummingbird, but I don't think so. The bird that has the copper on its breast is the one who's very aggressive, and he'll chase or she'll chase away all the other hummingbirds, and they're always in a conflict. I'm not sure if it's this one or not, but these birds are also here. Man, I have this bird feeder right outside of my window here, and the Rocky Mountains are right out that way, and Flathead Lake is over here. So this is where the birds come and land, and other places I have around, and they feed off the seed. And I see quite a few of these. They land on the seed platform there, the seed bin. One thing I notice about these birds here, doves, they're very cautious, very careful birds. They're very slow moving. And they're very calm, it looks like, and they're very relaxed, and they fly, they land over there, and they look over, and they check out the area first, and then they fly in, and they land, and they feed, and they're always looking around. If you make a movement in here, they're gone. Alright, so they're a beautiful bird to watch, and they make a sound, like a coo sound up in the trees. Beautiful bird. I also have blue jays that come, and the western finch, I think they call it, all different kinds of colors on their breast, and they're very small little birds. Our God is an awesome, awesome, creative individual, creative God. Just amazing how many different kinds of birds there are and how many other kinds. It's not just one horse. There's several kinds of horses, etc. Not just one cat, but several kinds of cats. All the way from the lion, you know, to the smallest little kitten. It's amazing. And we have this kind of grass growing outside in front. One day I saw a robin on the lawn picking up the grass, and then it flew up on this ledge up here, which I will show you in a moment. And I go, oh, cool. And he or she was laying I think it's the she that builds the nest. They're laying the materials out on top of this ledge. And I said, well, that's awesome. They pick up different kinds of grass, and then they bring it up there, and it's real close nearby. And anyway, I'll show you where they're building their nest here. And they get it right below the nest. I think that's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun to watch them. They'll pick up a grass, and then they'll keep adding to it so they get a bundle like this. And how they do with only their beak, it's just simply amazing. This is kind of what it looks like when they get done. And I can see the robin moving around and around in the nest she's making. And it's about 4 inches tall now. And I've been watching this on and off for several days now, and I guess it takes, 4 to 5 days to make it, and she's been there quite a while. Of course, she's only working part-time. I think they got something else going somewhere else. I don't know, but I see them come every once in a while, and it's a lot of fun to watch. Better than watching television, folks. And here's what they're building right outside my window, and I can watch them from outside and in here. It's been a lot of fun, Lord. I mean, it's been a lot of fun, people. So, out there in reality, out there in nature is reality. It's not here on a YouTube video. It's not on the internet. It's out there. And so often we're so consumed and so caught up with, quote, life on the internet that we miss out on the reality, the real stuff. So I'm looking forward this summer to camping in northwest Montana. So many beautiful places here. But I'm going to miss, there's another thing I learned this morning or those last few days is we take for granted hot running water. Think about that for a moment. How much work went into getting us, the Caucasian race, to getting hot water, running hot water inside your shelter. Oh, I get in the shower and I enjoy my shower now, folks. I don't rush through it. And if I could only reach some younger people, don't take for granted your hot running water. And consider the birds. There's a lot to be learned out there in real life, in nature, in the real world. I'm going to put this in here as an insert. I wanted to show you, I'm looking at this picture, and the bird, in this case the robin, has built its nest in a perfect location. Look at that. It's far enough away from the overhang or from the exposure from underneath the overhang. It's on a ledge. It's underneath an eave, and it has, I assume it's a she, and they have all the materials here all lined up. See, it's like, having been a building she's making a home, folks, and look how high it's getting, and she's got all of her materials all lined up. And I just said, man, and look at, I don't know, where's she going to put this thing, right? This is kind of like a wrapping off of a cardboard box or something. I'm going to have to go out there and look at it. And I'm wondering, where's she going to put that? Okay? Anyway, I just wanted to bring your attention. There's so much to be learned from nature. You know, one more thing, folks. I hope you don't buy the idea that these birds evolved over billions of years and that's why they're able to do this stuff. You didn't buy into the evolution lie, did you? You know, these spinning spirits are also, for the most part, evolutionists, and that's nothing but a big lie. Folks, we have a God, we have a creator, and this is just one example of the awesomeness, the creative genius of our God, the God of the Israelites, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He didn't include everyone. Sorry, I didn't write the Bible. I'm only telling you what it says. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting this channel. May the grace of God, our Father, the creator of our world around us, may His grace be upon us all, for we certainly need it. See ya.